The Remington Model 700 is a series of bolt-action rifles manufactured by Remington Arms since 1962. All are based on the same centerfire bolt action. They often come with a 3, 4 or 5 round internal magazine depending on caliber, some of which have a floor plate for quick unloading, and some of which are lined. The rifle can also be ordered with a detachable box magazine. The Model 700 is available in many different stock, barrel and caliber configurations. It is a development of the Remington 721 and 722 series of rifles, which were introduced in 1948. Design details. The Remington 700 Action is designed for mass production. It is a manually operated bolt action with 2 forward dual-opposed lugs. The bolt face is recessed, fully enclosing the base of the cartridge. The extractor is a C-clip sitting within the bolt face. The ejector is a plunger on the bolt face actuated by coil spring. The bolt is of 3-piece construction, braced together. The receiver is milled from round cross-section steel. Models. The Remington 700 comes in a large number of variants, with different stocks, barrel configurations, metal finishes and calibers. In addition, there are 3 lengths of action. There is the short action for cartridges up to 2.800 in overall length, like the 308 Winchester cartridge family. The standard action for cartridges up to 3.340 in overall length, like the 3006 Springfield and 300 Winchester Magnum cartridge families, and the long action for Magnum calibers exceeding 3.340 in overall length, like the 300 Remington Ultra Magnum and 375 Holland and Amp Holland cartridge families. The symmetrical 2-lug bolt body has a 695 in diameter. To these can be added various magazine configurations: a blind magazine which has no floor plate, a conventional magazine with detachable floor plate, and a detachable box magazine. There are standard consumer versions as well as versions designed for military and police use. Some variants come with bipods, slings and other accessories. Model 700 public version. There are several variants of the consumer version of the Model 700, including Model 700, Model 700 SPS, Model 700 ADL, Model 700 BDL, Model 700 CDL, Model 700 VTR, Model 700 Safari, Model 700 5R mil-spec, Model 700 Tactical Chassis, Model 700 Long Range, Model 700 AICS, Model 700 AACSD. Remington also produces the Mountain LSS model with a stainless steel barrel and laminated stock. Heavy barrel versions with laminated stocks like the Model 700 SPS Varmint are available for varmint hunting. The Model 700 ADL was replaced as the most economical Model 700 by the Model 700 SPS in newer production. The 700 CDL is usually higher priced than the 700 BDL, but has a longer barrel in comparison. In 2002, catering to long-range varmint and target shooters, Remington introduced the 5R mil-spec as a small quantity production-run stainless steel rifle, matched to a non-adjustable HS precision stock with an aluminum bedding block with 2 forward sling swivel studs. The mil-spec refers solely to the 5R rifling profile designed by Boots Obermeyer and used in the single broach-cut barrels he produces for use in the M24, M40, and other sniper rifle systems. The contour of the hammer-forged production Remington barrel is much thinner than that used in the M24 and M40 rifle systems. Remington produced a 700 megaliter mm muzzle-loading rifle from 1996 onwards. The ATRONC's electronic primer ignition system was implemented in the Model 700 ATRONCs introduced in 2000. Model 700P police version. There are two main models of the 700P, the standard 700P with a 26 inches heavy barrel and the 700P light tactical rifle, which has a 20 inches fluted heavy barrel. Both rifles also come in a tactical weapons system package, complete with telescopic sights, a bipod, and carrying case. Remington markets the 700 to military forces and civilian law enforcement agencies under the Remington Law Enforcement and Remington Military banner, with the military law enforcement 700s being called the Model 700P. The 700P series appears to have been influenced by the designs, features, and success of the M24 sniper weapons system and the M40 series, with one feature of the Model 700P series being the heavier and thicker barrel for increased accuracy and reduced recoil. The rifle was chambered for the 308 Winchester cartridge as well as the 223 Remington 243 Winchester 7mm Remington Magnum, 300 Winchester Magnum, 300 Remington Ultra Magnum, and 338 Lapua Magnum. The 700P has a 26 inches barrel, and aluminium block bedding in its stock, which is made by HS Precision. The police version is also marketed to private citizens and is very popular with shooters and hunters who like the government issue appearance as well as the handling and accuracy. Remington also sells the standard U.S. Army issue Leupold Mark IVM 310 by 40 mm telescopic sight used by the Army's M24 as an optional feature. Remington offers similarly styled, less expensive versions under the special purpose synthetic name. They are similar in most respects to the 700P but lack the HS Precision stock. The SPS Varmint has the 26 inches heavy barrel and the SPS Tactical has the 20 inches heavy barrel. Model 700 military version. Both the U.S. Army's M24 sniper weapon system and U.S. Marine Corps M40 sniper rifles are built from the Remington Model 700 rifle, in different degrees of modification, the main difference being the custom-fitted heavy contour barrel. The M24 and the M40 use the long-actioned bolt face. The reason for this is that the M24 was originally intended to chamber the longer 300 Winchester Magnum round. The M40, however, was not intended to be chambered in the more powerful 300 Winchester Magnum round, yet the Marine Corps intention was to migrate to the 300 Winchester Magnum cartridge. The Marine Corps delay has led to a change in migratory direction. The current goal is for the M40 to become a rifle chambered in 338 Lapua Magnum. The United States Army's Joint Munitions and Lethality Contracting Center has awarded Remington a firm fixed-price indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract for the upgrade of up to 3,600 M24 sniper weapon systems currently fielded to the Army pending type classification as the M24E1. The major configuration change for this system is the caliber conversion from 7.62 mm NATO to 300 Winchester Magnum to provide soldiers with additional precision engagement capability and range. The contract is for a 5-year period and has guaranteed minimum value of $192,000 with a potential value of up to $28.2 million. This award follows a full and open competitive evaluation lasting 9 months, which began with the release of the Army's request for proposal on the 13th of January 2010. The program will be executed under the authority of Project Manager Soldier Weapons, Picatinny Arsenal, NJ, are managed by its subordinate unit, Product Manager Individual Weapons. In 2009 the U.S. Army has changed the weapon name from M24E1 to the XM2010 Enhanced Sniper Rifle. Cartridges. Remington maintains an up-to-date list of its centerfire rifles by caliber, which includes current production and discontinued models. The following table is said to provide a comprehensive overview of the available cartridges and barrel lengths in Model 700 firearms. Users: Australia, New South Wales Police Force State Protection Group, Canada, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Indonesia, Commando Pasukan Katik Tactical Diver Group and Commando Pasukan Khusus Special Forces Group. Also, the Remington 700-based Pindad SPR-1 is the standard-issue sniper rifle for the Indonesian military. Malaysia, Pasukan Jerikan Khas. Philippines, Philippine Marine Corps. United States, U.S. Border Patrol, United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, United States Army. Pakistan, misfiring controversy. On 20 October 2010, CNBC televised a program, Remington Under Fire, a CNBC investigation, reporting that the trigger mechanism used prior to 2007 on the Model 700 could fire without the trigger being squeezed. The report stated that Remington has received thousands of customer complaints since the firing mechanism was introduced in the 1940s, and that nearly 24 deaths and hundreds of injuries had been attributed to inadvertent discharges of 700 series rifles. Through internal Remington documents, the program showed that on multiple occasions, the company considered recalling the product. The inventor of the firing mechanism, Merle Mike Walker, 98 years old at the time of the documentary, told CNBC he proposed what he called a safer trigger in 1948 while the product was still in the testing stage. Walker said his enhanced design was rejected because of the added cost, 5.5 cents per gun. Critics of the documentary counted that every incident featured on the program involving loss of life was the result of firearms mishandling where owners pointed the rifles at other human beings. Remington responded with the website Remington Model 700 Network, which gives direct rebuttals to the program and the perspective on the incidents the program makes claims about. Remington dismisses the allegations, pointing out that in every case either trigger mechanisms of the rifles were adjusted or altered beyond recommended specifications. Rifles were poorly maintained and left to rust, or the misuser of the rifle admitted to police they might possibly have pulled the trigger, though Remington has since changed to a new, cheaper trigger mechanism design. The original Walker trigger continues in production to meet the needs of the U.S. military and buyers of custom rifles. On December 6, 2014, Remington announced that as part of actions put into place to settle multiple lawsuits and to avoid future legal actions, they are replacing all triggers in Remington 700 models. Over 7.85 million rifles are included in this agreement, making all of them eligible for the replacements.